Welcome back. So today's topic is similarities as well as dissimilarities between Platonism as well as fascism. Before discussing similarities as well as dissimilarities, let me give brief introduction what actually is the fascism. Fascism is not an ideology, rather it is political opportunism. In order to gain the power, they dragged certain ideas from other, thinkers like Hegel. In fact, Plato, they got philosopher king from Plato. From Hegel, they got state is the march of God on earth, and from Sorel, that man is irrational. From Machiavelli, they got and justifies the means. So in this way, they developed their own ideas in order to gain the power. Actually, fascism जो है, अगर हम देखेंगे, ये इंटरवार पीरियड में 20s to 30s में डेवलप हुआ था, 1920 से 30 के बीच में. ये डेवलप क्यों हुआ था, और इसके पीछे रीज़न ये था कि ड्यू टू वार इटली एंड जर्मनी, इटली और जर्मनी जो है उनकी खस्ता हालत हो गई थी. कुछ मतलब उन पे ट्रीटीज़ वगैरह भी इम्पोज हुई थी, और भी मल्टीपल रीजंस थे. और जब उन पे ट्रीटी इम्पोज हुई और उनकी खस्ता हालत हो गई थी, मतलब वो सोशो इकोनॉमिकली पॉलिटिकली बहुत गिर चुके थे. और लोगों के लोग जब किसी कंट्री की हालत खस्ता हो जाती है, ख़राब हो जाती है, उस वक़्त लोग एक स्ट्रांग लीडर को देखते हैं. मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल अभी पाकिस्तान है, कहीं ना कहीं वो इकोनॉमिकली गिरा है. उनकी तमाम वहाँ के लोगों की जो उम्मीदें थी, वो उम्मीदें हैं वहाँ पे किसी एक स्ट्रांग लीडर पे होगी. अब देखेंगे वो स्ट्रांग लीडर कौन होगा. इन द सेम वे इटली और जर्मनी की हालत बहुत ज़्यादा ख़राब थी, बहुत ज़्यादा ख़राब थी. तो ऑब्वियसली लोग चाहते थे कि एक स्ट्रांग लीडर आए जो उस मैस से इटली और जर्मनी को बाहर आए. तो वही रीज़न है, दो लीडर इमर्ज होते हैं, एक मसलिनी और हिटलर. दे प्लेड विद द सेंटिमेंट्स ऑफ द पीपल एंड गेन द पावर, एंड दे बिकम द डिक्टेटर. So in fascism, individual is considered as the mean in order to fulfill the need of the state. Even individual can be sacrificed. No rights are given to the individual. Everything, whatever state will dictate, individual or its citizens have to follow the dictates of the state. So individual को बिल्कुल भी freedom नहीं दी जाती है. मतलब they can't raise any slogan against the government, which is considered as crime. So there is complete subordination of individuals to the state. Individual can't go against the state. अगर हम आज के दौर की बात करें, does fascism exist? Yes, fascism in true sense, if we will say, अभी उसको फासिस्ट मैंने कहीं नहीं सुना कहते हुए. मतलब अगर हम नॉर्थ कोरिया की गवर्नमेंट को देखेंगे, ऑल द फीचर्स ऑफ नॉर्थ कोरियन गवर्नमेंट इज बेस्ड ऑन फासिज्म. इवन इंडिविजुअल का you might have heard that individual cannot go against the president of the North Korea, who is the dictator. Dictator of North Korea. और आई हैव हर्ड कि जो वहाँ का डिक्टेटर है उसका पोर्ट्रेट मतलब हर एक बंदे को अपने घर में मतलब हर एक को अपने घर में रखना ही रखना होता है. आई डोंट नो कि ये कितना सच है कितना झूठ है, लेकिन आप देख सकते हैं कि अगर ये सच होगा तो इंडिविजुअल के ऊपर स्टेट कितना मतलब डोमिनेट कर रहा है. दैट इज व्हाट फासिज्म इज ऑल अबाउट. कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ओवर द कंप्लीट कंट्रोल ऑफ स्टेट ओवर इट्स सिटीजन्स इज फासिज्म. सो अब वही है कि प्लाटो को कुछ स्कॉलर फर्स्ट फासिस्ट कहते हैं. देयर आर सर्टेन सिमिलैरिटीज बिटवीन द प्लेटोनिज्म एज वेल एज fascism, because of which it is considered as the fascist, but there are certain dissimilarities as well. First, we will go through similarities. What actually are the similarities? अगर हम similarities देखेंगे between Plato and fascism, there are certain similarities. For example, complete subordination of individual to state. As I already mentioned, state मतलब complete subordination of individual to the state होता है. State cannot go against state. Individual cannot go against state. जो स्टेट कहेगा इंडिविजुअल ने वो करना होता है. सो दूसरा क्या है, बोथ बिलीव इन बेसिक इनइक्वालिटी अमंग ह्यूमन. बोथ फासिज्म एज वेल एज प्लेटोनिज्म बिलीव बेसिक ह्यूमन इनइक्वालिटी. इफ you have gone through my lectures of theory of justice and theory of education, where I have described that Plato believed that only the rulers, the people who are fit to rule, they should govern. In the same way, fascists also believe everyone is not capable to rule. There are only few who can rule. It is the rule of minority over majority. They believe कि हर एक बंदे में कैपेबिलिटी नहीं होती है, कैपेसिटी नहीं होती है और वो सलाहियत नहीं होती है कि वो रूल करे. There are only few who are inborn, who are embedded with reason inborn. So everyone is not in a position to rule. हर एक में वो virtues, रूल करने के virtues नहीं होते. Both Plato and fascist believe in this idea कि everyone is not born to rule. Some are born superior, some are born inferior, some are born to rule, whereas some are born to obey the commands of the ruling class. So third similarity is both rejected the democracy. Both fascist as well as Platonism both rejected democracy. Why? It is just let me give overview why both rejected democracy. Actually, अगर हम देखेंगे प्लाटो ने डेमोक्रेसी क्यों रिजेक्ट की थी, because he believed it is the government of ignorant. In democracy, his master, his guru was poisoned to death. In the same way, fascist also hated. They told democracy is stupid, the rule of stupid people. Why? Actually, अगर हम देखेंगे उनकी साइकोलॉजी, वो इंडिविजुअल्स को फ्रीडम नहीं देना चाहते थे, जबकि डेमोक्रेसी एक ऐसी गवर्नमेंट है जहां इंडिविजुअल ही रूल बनाती है, इंडिविजुअल ही गवर्नमेंट को लाती है. अब डिक्टेटर विल नेवर अलो इंडिविजुअल to bring some other person in power. In this way, they regarded democracy as stupid in order to stay in power. So both rejected democracy. Both believe in one man's absolute power, rule. Like philosopher king, Plato believed that philosopher king is beyond criticism. He is perfect embodiment. He is not subject to criticism because he is a perfect man who is infallible, who is the man of reason, who is the man of wisdom, who can never commit wrong. He is the man of product of scheme of education. ये लंबा जा रहा है, तो man of reason, और जो वो फैसले लेगा वो, और the judgment delivered by or the decision taken by the philosopher king is beyond criticism. No ordinary person can take such kind of judgment because they lack wisdom. In the same way, ये जो फासिस्ट थे, they also believed कि हर एक बंदा डिसीजन नहीं ले सकता है स्टेट के लिए, और ओनली वन पर्सन who is ruling, who is having capability, who is having absolute rule, control. Why he is having absolute control over state? Because he is the man of reason. The decision which he will take, no other ordinary person can take such decision. So in this way, both believe in absolute rule, one man's rule. So one believed the dictatorship of philosopher king, another believed the dictatorship which whosoever is in their government as the apex body. So both treat individual as means. As I told you, they can they can sacrifice the individual for the sake of state, for the sake of welfare of the state. They believe state is the everything. For them state is the end, and individual is just serving the purpose of the welfare of the state. So in this way वो कहते थे कि जो इंडिविजुअल है they are just the means to in order to fulfill the needs of the state. In this way both treat individual as means. For both state is supreme reality. Both fascist as well as Platonism give utmost importance to state. Fascist gave the utmost importance to nation state, while as Plato gave the utmost importance to city state. So and similarity about the objective of education. Yes, both had similar. For example, they drafted the curriculum in a way so that the people only such people will come into the power who are having the capacity to rule. So in this way they are having the same objective of education. So racial superiority, for example, like Hitler, he believed that we are Aryans, we are the superior race on this earth. Likewise, Plato also believed that they are the superior race on the earth. So in this way they both believed racial superiority. ये कुछ these are the certain similarities between Platonism as well as fascism. Yet there are certain dissimilarities. What are the dissimilarities? Dissimilarities are product of different circumstances. अगर हम देखेंगे both are the product of different circumstances. Platonism is the product of 2300 साल पहले उसने ये ideas दिए हैं. Plato gave the idea of rule of philosopher king, absolute rule of philosopher king 2300 साल पहले. और प्लाटो ने डिफरेंट सर्कमस्टेंसेस में वो चीज़ें बोली हैं, क्योंकि उस वक्त Athens were running after power, glory and money. But fascist just gave the idea in order to grab the power. अच्छा, Platonism is complete philosophy, whereas fascism is not complete philosophy. What does it imply? Platonism is the philosophy which originates from the mind of one person. It is based on logic. He gave philosophy, complete philosophy. For example, theory of state, justice, and communism of vice, property. So many things he has given. Theory of idea, blah blah blah. So, but fascist didn't develop their own school of thought. Rather, they dragged the ideas of other thinkers in order to grab the power. As I told you already, they dragged philosopher king from Plato, and they dragged from Sorel, man is irrational. From Hegel, they got the concept of state is the march of God on earth. State is the march of God means state is all powerful. And from Machiavelli, they got and justifies the means. In this way, they dragged ideas from different thinkers to develop their own school of thought in order to gain the power. So that is what Platonism is, complete philosophy, whereas fascism is not complete philosophy. Why? Because they are dependent on other thinkers in order to get in, how to get in power. Rather, Platonism is the systematic school of thought. Approach towards imperialism in war and war. अगर हम अप्रोच की बात करेंगे इंपीरियलिज्म एंड वार की, प्लाटो ने इंपीरियलिज्म को कभी सपोर्ट नहीं किया. He didn't, encouraged war as well as imperialism. Or whereas fascists, they were imperialistic in nature. Plato believed that state should be self-sufficient. State को self-sufficient होना चाहिए. State should not be dependent on other territory. What does it imply? Self-sufficient मतलब जो कुछ हो, state should be in a position to fulfill all the needs of its citizens. He should not look to the other territories in order to get the things which they lack. Rather, they should fulfill on their own. वो इसको कहता था, he would say sign of health. मतलब जो self sufficient state है, he would say sign of health. मतलब ये हुआ कि जो स्टेट सेल्फ सफिशिएंट है, जो अपनी नीड्स, तमाम नीड्स पूरी करता है, वो एक हेल्दी स्टेट है. अगर स्टेट इंपीरियलिस्टिक पॉलिसी अपनाती है, दूसरी टेरिटरी पे नज़र रखती है, इट मीन्स उस स्टेट के पास रिसोर्सेस की कमी है. वो स्टेट जो है वो अपने आप पे उतना खड़ा नहीं हो पाए हैं. सो वो उसको इल हेल्थ से कंपेयर करता है. वो कहता है कि स्टेट को सेल्फ सफिशिएंट होना चाहिए, दे शुड नॉट डिपेंड ऑन अदर टेरिटरीज. इन दिस वे ही रिजेक्टेड इंपीरियलिज्म एज वेल एज वार. और ये तो बिलीव ही करते थे वार पे. फासिस्ट, दे बिलीव्ड इन इंपीरियलिज्म. दे वुड से मैन, वार इज टू मैन एंड मैटरनिटी इज टू वीमेन. और दैट इज द रीजन they would always indulge in war. So difference in objective. Plato's another dissimilarities is Plato's idea were utopian whereas fascists became the political reality. Plato ने जो ideas दिए थे, he wanted to develop the perfect state under the rule of philosopher king. No doubt he gave the rule of philosopher king, but the motive was to develop the perfect state, infallible. But he couldn't achieve that. वो उसके आइडिया ही रह गए. उटोपियन था. मतलब अल्टीमेट परफेक्शनिज्म जब हम ढूंढते हैं, डेट इज जस्ट आइडिया. बट जो फासिज्म था, फासिज्म इज नॉट बेस्ड ऑन उटोपिया, utopian or ideas, utopianism. They rather what Plato, they become the political reality. What does it imply? Whatever they dragged from the other thinkers, they applied practically, and they came into the power. Whereas Plato's philosopher king never came in power. So they become political reality. That is why up to the Second World War they remained in power. अगर वो अगर वो प्रैक्टिकल नहीं होते इन दियर अप्रोच, तो वो कभी पावर में नहीं आ पाते. सो डिफरेंस इन ऑब्जेक्टिव, इनके मतलब एम में भी डिफरेंस आता है. क्या मतलब है इसका? मतलब क्या मतलब जो प्लाटोस का जो फिलोसफर किंग था, through the theory of justice, what he want to bring the philosopher king, उसका मकसद ये था कि philosopher king जो है वो in order for the betterment of the society के लिए आना चाहिए. for the betterment of the society के लिए philosopher king का आना ज़रूरी है, या warrior class का आना ज़रूरी है. whereas जो फासिस्ट थे, उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव डिफरेंट था. वो बेटरमेंट ऑफ सोसाइटी वगैरह का उतना उनको, दे वर नॉट मच कंसर्न टुवर्ड्स द बेटरमेंट ऑफ सोसाइटी, बट दे वर मोर कंसर्न टुवर्ड्स द एक्वायरिंग पावर. सो देयर इज डिफरेंस. Plato was creating the philosopher king in order to the common betterment of the people or of the state, whereas fascists were fascist dictators were not actually for the betterment of their people. Rather they were there for acquiring more and more power. फासिस्ट वर नॉट अगेंस्ट प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी, फासिस्ट प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी के खिलाफ नहीं थे। दे इनकरेज्ड अटॉर्की, मतलब कैपिटलिज्म को उन्होंने मतलब लोअर मिडिल क्लास को उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट किया है। इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड कि फासिस्ट जो है इट इज़ द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ द लोअर मिडिल क्लास। वियर इज प्लाटोस जो है उसने प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी को एनकरेज नहीं किया है, उसने सिर्फ एक क्लास को प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी रखने की इजाज़त दी, दैट इज एपेटाइट क्लास। वियर एज सोल्जर क्लास एज वेल एज रूलिंग क्लास, they were not allowed to keep property. So approach towards approach towards women, both are having different approach towards women. Fascists are having conservative approach towards women. They were saying maternity is to women, war is to men, matlab they didn't give any importance to women. Where is Platonism, he gave utmost importance to women. He brought women equal to the status of men. Women can rule, women can join army class, women can join producer class. So he believed that women is on equal footing of men. He believed that women are having equal capability. So that is why he hold that women can also become philosopher, queen. So these were certain similarities as well as dissimilarities. So I hope you understand what actually is the basic differences between two as well as basic similarities between two, why he is known as first fascist, why he is denounced to considered as first fascist. So thank you very much. Do like, subscribe and share as well as comment to my videos. It gives me sense of achievement. Yeah, so it gives me sense of encouragement. So I hope you will like, follow and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.